the FOMO podcast. Today's guest lives in high-speed modes from the adrenaline of racing cars to the pressure-filled world of Web3 marketing, launches, and global growth. He's worked across launches, exchanges, and growth campaigns in one of the most unforgiving industries out there, where momentum is everything and mistakes are very public. This episode is about risk, speed, survival, and scaling in Web3. Please welcome David Lolaev. Hello. How have you been?
Thanks, Krista. Everything is amazing. So the new year is started, new targets, new plans, new challenges. So we're super excited to face them all.
Yeah, I'm super excited about this episode because I've met you a lot of times. We've seen each other in a lot of events, but I want to get to know you more. Aside from racing cars, what were you doing when you were just like teenager? What do you love the most?
Actually, I was always, maybe it's normal to say, a strange guy. Because when I was very young, as a kid, maybe my middle school, I was always a little bit away from the community. So I always been on my own mind, you know. And yeah, I got some friends. I was not a very as socialized or something like that. No, I was with everyone, but I never felt a lot of interest to be in some, some specific communities. And after all, I was always inspired idea of growth, of self-development, of some ambitious, always had some targets, some big plans, and I started to work very young, to be very honest. So
How old you were?
as I remember now, it was 14 or 15.
Really?
My first way was McDonald, and that was best. And I still sometimes trying to remember some things from there, because I still think that this is one of the best companies around the globe. There are many, but I tested that on my own experience, on my own hands. And what I can say, that it is one of the best places to work, because they know your daily agenda for every minute, since the moment you joined the workplace to the moment when you finish and coming back home. They know exactly every minute what are you doing. And it's not about they have somebody who controls you, like you're not prisoner, you're nothing like that. No, everything has algorithms for every movement, even how to wash your hands, how to wear your uniform, how to check your working tables, working times, everything explained.
And you were just 14 that time?
Yes, I was. It was period from 14 to 16, somewhere these ages.
How long
Because
have you been working there then?
more than a year. Yeah,
More than me.
yeah. It was my. It was end of high school and start of the university. So yeah, it was like exactly the year when I just.
What did you learn when you were working there then?
Oh, that's. You can try. If you wanted to do something perfect, you must try 1,000 times, maybe 2,000 times, maybe 5,000 times. But everything is possible when you just repeating. One day you will make it perfect. And it very helps you when you want to do something perfect. Like, for example, this is actually, I think you cannot count the number of this podcast in your life, right?
Yeah.
But if you will compare that with the first one, you
Yes.
feel the difference, right?
Of course.
What's your
learning and
yeah.
things.
And if you still want to do this better, do this perfect, you should continue and just repeat that again. And that's I guess that was the main lesson for me. Yeah.
A lot of sports,
Yeah.
basketball, soccer, football. Why racing?
I guess we're born with something like that in our blood, in our genetic code, in our
really?
DNA. I don't know.
Family?
No, nobody from a family. But as my mom says, since first days, the cars was my passion. And yeah, it is truly like that, because my first choice is a cars. My first video games was about racing and cars, and that was my biggest passion all my life. But actually I did many sports before. I still playing badminton on like a semi-professional level. I did a lot of basketball, a lot of football, so that was always, sport was always in my life, but it was never been a very, very serious. So I never pretend myself to be a sportsman. Like I never thought about this angle about career in sports. But one day, yes, I was 30 and I was like,
How old you were started racing?
the racing 3 years ago. It was yeah. It was. It's not too many years, and I made it fast. Like I can say from my point of view that it can be better, but it's from my as well point of view, it's successful enough for now. For 3 years,
For 3 years.
it's good. It's like we have some sport graduation for that, like the official one. It's on a very good level, but it started 3 years ago, and in a very spontaneous moment, because I'm a businessman, like I'm entrepreneur. I always, when you're an entrepreneur, you work 24/7, 25/8.
Yes.
Because
No sleep.
okay, everything looks fine. In 1 hour, something happened there, something happened there. Here we need to send money. Here we need to receive money. Here we need to pay. Here we need to explain. Like it's always on your shoulders, so it's hard, to live in that way always. But it was a very spontaneous decision. One day I was like, okay, what was my biggest dream of my entire life?
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to be a racer. And something in my head just said, so do. So if you want to be a racer, as Nike says, just do it.
Yeah.
Like, and
True.
it was 1 minute. I opened the Google and was like, how to become a racer. At that moment, I was in Moscow. Some racing cars in Moscow. Like, let's check. The first website, Motor Racing School. Cool. I opened the website, called, and the voice on the another side said to me like, okay, explain me what you want. And that was a 20-minute, I guess, story from my side about my whole life, like my entire progress, my entire life. And after all, the person from the phone said like, okay, see you next week. I'll come to your place. And I was like, okay, well, let's do that. Tuesday, I still remember. And imagine, to my office comes a very, very grown man.
Yeah.
I don't want to say old because his age is...
Wondering right now. Just kidding.
his age is high, but his soul and he's young. He's still athlete. But when he first time appeared in my office, I was like, okay. And he just started to explain me his life path. He started to be a racer since a very, very small young. He's a champion of everything. Europe, USSR, like many, many international championships. And he just said to me like, yeah, if you want to try, let's do that.
Maybe because he saw you that you're really eager to learn,
Yeah.
A story.
It's my it's another one passion of my life, because just 2 months ago I started to play piano, like from the scratch. Like I was like, okay, I need a new skill again. Like, and now I do that. Like I think I can do something there, but still, again, I need to develop everything about myself, about my education, skills. That's driven me like to wake up every day to learn something new. And when he came, he explained me everything, and we decided to try with rally. This is the hardest type of motorsport, when you also need a co-driver. When some people saying to me that I'm a brave, I'm not. My co-driver is, because okay, I have ability to drive the car, right? I have a steering wheel, pedals, I controlling that. He not.
Yeah.
He just sitting right to me and reading where we need to go. So imagine like we both equally responsible for our lives.
Of course.
Because if he's saying something wrong, it can be finished. If I do something wrong, it's a finish. But difference is that I can control the car. he's not. So he's the brave guy, like in our tandem. But in the reality, we explained that to the coach, to our master, to our like JD teacher, and he said, my co-driver said, but look at us, we're always like 30 years old. We're not really looking to become a world champions or so. And then and then our trainer said like, guys, if you don't plan to become a champions, it means that I'm losing my time here. So if you want to continue, you just need to change the mindset. And then we said like, okay, understood. And it started like, and 3 years we do a lot of hard job. Like we're educating, we're building the cars, repairing the cars, crashing the cars, winning, losing, building a team, like hiring mechanics.
How many wins you got? Wins.
Depends, because no, there are few podiums we have already in like in Russia, because we started here. Not in rally, we have as well the few wins, like in go-kart, and we're continuing the development right now. But it also depends from the league where you're fighting. Like this year, we plan to go for the fully national cup. This is much harder, and we not expect too many wins as before, but it's the next level. So you're always, again, you're developing and you're learning something new all the time. And when we started to build that process, we realized that it's a tons of content. So we built a YouTube channel, Instagram page for that. We started to build some media coverage around it, which we never did by our hands before. So when you become a racer, you're not become just a racer.
Yes.
From my point of view, maybe this is very like personal insight for me, but when you want to become a racer, it means that you must become perfect in everything else you're doing. What it means? Expensive, crazy expensive story.
It's true.
You must be a perfect entrepreneur, a perfect executor on your job, because if you do something wrong, money flows stops, money flow stops, racing stops. From health perspective, you must be ideally healthy. If you if you feel bad or something wrong with your body, you don't do racing anymore. You must sleep well,
mentally,
eat well, mentally well. So you must be perfect on the every stage of your life, just to continue to do something that's what means your dream. And some people thinks like, oh, he's driven by the racing idea nowadays, so he's maybe not good anymore in business. Come on, I'm better than before 10,000 times in business, because I need to cover these racing expenses, and I must be better than I was before. So I need to learn everything again and again and again. And it also reflects on the way how you're ambitious, how your targets is changing. You look much far away. How to say it better? 3 to 1. If you want to build a racing team, like, you must have your targets much bigger than before. And our goals need to be much higher than before. And that's it. So it's not something what I can say it's changed my life, or it's changed my priorities, or I don't want to do a business anymore. No, it just makes me better from the all angles of my lifestyle.
And how does the adrenaline of racing a car compare to the world of marketing in Web3? Do you, well, actually, you're still racing, or do you like living life in the edge?
I guess this is the diagnosis, right? Living life on the edge, because some professional people, if we can say, okay, let's name them therapists, saying that, this is something like a mindset diagnosis. So you cannot live normally. You need always live at the edge of everything. But, I'm not sure about it, because some portion of adrenaline we're still getting from the business. some portion of adrenaline we're getting from the racing. It's absolutely different forms of that.
Yeah.
But skills that you're earning from all of these situations helps you, vice versa. Because as far as you understand, when we do something in Web3 and in marketing, this is never a money button, right? It's always the way of mistakes, faults,
Yes.
experiments, everything that you must be sure that you're doing absolutely everything in accordance with the plan that was created by everyone for some project. For example, like we have a project team, we have our team, we have targets, goals, and we have the plan. So
Yeah.
if it's confirmed well, it can be unsuccessful result. That's normal.
Yeah, because Web3 feels a lot like, racing fast decisions and no
Yeah.
pause button and consequences that show up immediately. Question is, would you crash and burn in racing cars or crash and burn in PR marketing campaigns?
I need to choose. What is
Which is
that?
worse?
Oh my God.
Which is worse? Burn in racing cars or burn in...
No, born in racing cars. It's much worse because, we did some crashes in PR and marketing for sure. I cannot say that. Look at me. I'm a guy who made only successful campaigns. No, no one can say that. But as I already said, we do campaigns in accordance with a plan. And if we have normal plan, everyone understands the risks and no one expects something, something what never been explained before. But in a racing car, it is much harder situation. We have no fear about it. We did some crashes. Maybe you saw on our pages that we did them, and sometimes it's a very hard crashes, but it is not the story that you need to be feared of. It's the story when something went wrong. And these seconds when you're flying, when you're rolling, when you feeling that now it's a 5 meters before the crash, you just need to hope that everything what been prepared before for the insurance of those situations. It's like a cage, some covers, some security and safety equipment will work in accordance with a plan. Because
Another way, the cost of failure is real. You know what I'm saying? Just in very different ways.
Yeah.
From crashing and burning in racing cars and PR marketing. Now I'm going to ask you, what first pulled you into blockchain and Web3 community? Is it curiosity, opportunity, or frustration with traditional marketing?
I can say it was mostly the excitement of some idea which we can name like future is now.
Yeah.
Because when I first time heard about it in 2017, I never been an international businessman. As many of us, we're living in our own countries, we do some local business. To be very honest, I'm saying that very often, but I never studied English. I never learned that. If you ask me something from the grammar, I will never explain it because I have no idea about that. And if you remember the Transformers movie, it was a bumblebee who's speaking with some radio signal. So that's my English level. I remember what some people said. And I repeated that.
We're on the same page.
Yeah, I repeated that 10,000 times. So yeah, now I partly understand what is going on around. But in reality, when I saw first, videos, first interviews, first articles about blockchain, I was like, what's wrong is going on here? Like what these people do? And some explain it like we're building this future of blah, blah, blah. We revolutionizing blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay, that's a world of dreams. Let me be a part of it. And I started to find some people, some communities. And then No, what made me absolutely, fix it with the blockchain world, when I explained some of my ideas to the startup guys, which tried to build something, they said, okay, that sounds nice. And without any income idea, without any agency name, we just paid some money for the outside, for some PR publications. We did something.
But are you in the crypto as well?
No, I was just a pioneer. I was just a guy who said, I'm a very enthusiastic. Let me help you guys. Nothing needed. Let's just try something together. I've always been in marketing. I've always been in sales and growth, but it was never been named as an agency or something like that. It's still what I'm doing, but even without the agency, I will be the same guy. But we just paid out for these activities.
Yeah.
3 hours after, $500,000 came as investment. No agreements,
That's just the money.
no papers. Yeah, it was just a Bitcoin.
Wow.
Yeah. Some guy just sent out $500,000 in BTC in 2017. Imagine, it was like crazy amount. It was like, okay. Because, think about it now, it sounds crazy, but because he read an article about startup in media,
Yeah.
he found a page, he found a BTC address to invest, and he just sent the money. And write the message in Telegram. Hey guys, I invested in you.
Just like that.
At that moment, I realized that, okay.
It's just 2017. I mean, like.
Yeah. And I was like, okay. And
How much was the Bitcoin that time?
less than 1,000.
Okay.
It was around 1,000, like 900 to 1,000 to like 1,200. And I was like, what is going on here? For your understanding, the article that caused this investment was made by Google Translator. Yeah, it was edited on the media side, but initial version was made by the Google Translator. I was like, okay, I must try this out. And then, we started to roll these balls here, I still believe that Web3, it was never been Web3 at that time. It was crypto and blockchain market, right? So at that moment, I still think that this is the future of everything. Future of our lifestyles, because as you see, the industry is still very young. Okay, if we can say that 2017 is something like a rise of this blockchain epoch, we still not even on the sunrise of that,
There.
Yeah.
I'd say.
It's a bright future anyway, and I really feel that Web3, as it is right now, will change the world one day, because I think people still don't understand what's the difference between Web 2 and Web 3. The main difference inside of our minds. Because, okay, you have a Gmail, you have
This is it.
this, you have that. You have so many portals, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, everywhere. Login and password. Web 3, one source.
Yeah.
All the
everything is in there.
This mindset needs to be changed, and
You've worked across launches, exchanges, and growth campaigns. What early mistakes taught you the biggest lesson?
my own mistakes.
Yeah.
Oh, I made them a lot. I think the biggest mistakes, which giving me,
That taught you the biggest lesson.
I always need to be 100% sure that all the people which work with me on something has same understanding of tasks and paths of the execution. When I start to believe or hope on someone, this is always fail. So I always, if you want to do something perfect in team,
Yes.
as a teammate, as a team play, you must understand the path to the result of every teammate if you are the leader of the team. So how to explain it simply? Okay, let's take it back to the racing part. You need to change the wheel on a car. for example, there are 3 people which
Yeah.
need to do that. So the driver needs to stop on some specific line. The one guy needs to, drill the wheel to take it out.
Yes.
Another guy needs to put the wheel on, and the second guy needs to put the drill the wheel, fix it to the car. So looks simply, right?
But it affects a lot.
Yeah, but this is some synchronizing moment for everyone in that, and everyone needs to understand what and when, who need to do what. If everyone understand that well, okay, we're safe. Same goes in a business actually, because no, I did some big mistakes sometimes. Like
Yeah, what is your biggest mistakes?
um,
Or let's say, what's your biggest mistakes or misconception in Web3 marketing?
yeah, I can share some stories. I think so, but if we can keep it without the names, that will be better.
Okay.
I think for
Without
everyone.
names.
Yeah, without the names. But yeah, that
What
was.
happened?
No, actually, this is the best story of my life. Like, it made me super successful, results in the end. But at the moment, that was a nightmare. Yeah, we made some, blockchain, and this crypto is always season markets. Bull
Well,
season, bear season, active season, passive season. So, and always we have some trends.
of course.
Meme coin trends, RWA trends. When you're running something, as you saying, an agency, but exactly this is the one of the biggest mistakes, to be honest, what people think about us and about maybe our company. We're not, we're named as agency, but we're not. We've never been. We are engine to launch some businesses, which we're launching for ourselves.
Yes.
Yeah, we're launching that for us. And sometimes if somebody needs, we're helping that as well. But I hate the understanding of agency, and that's something what we're just naming now as a venture studio or something like that. This is really explain it better. But you always need to be one step ahead of current market situation. Because if you think for someone, hey, I know how to help you to grow, it means that you already seen what happened in a market. You know how to do that. You build an algorithms and structures how to provide that, and you're ready to sell that. So it makes you already, you need to be fast, same as in racing.
Community or capital? Which comes really first?
Community for sure.
Community.
In Web3 and blockchain, yeah, community for sure. Because I saw so many cases when people come with a crazy capital and get nothing in the back, because the community is so much more important. And with this trends, we found at one moment a very successful strategy. It helped a lot of the project to get listed on some very top exchanges. No gray scams, pure marketing, no fake users, nothing. Everything was amazing, expensive and amazing. And we did many campaigns one by one, back to back. We helped too many projects with that. And then one project came and he became unsatisfied because we, I don't know how to say it properly. They rejected us or we rejected them. But in the end, the main fact that they publicly chosen to work with another guys, maybe to offend us or something like that. And then we made something like a same decision. We worked with another guys. So that was kind of the competition, and we won. And after that, they started a huge blackmailing campaign against us in public. And we got a real investigation cases with many, many authorities worldwide. Yeah, that was hard. But after we proven everything...
When did it happen?
About 3 years ago. Yeah. And right after that, when we proven that we not just good guys, we proven that we're super effective guys with all the materials that we disclosed in on the way. We got the biggest partnership of our entire business, and it's still the biggest. So we got recognized by all the top players in the space. But that was like
Yeah.
super insulting moment for us. Yeah, that was a
How did
crazy
you
story.
overcome with it then?
Don't know. We're just same as in racing or other businesses I did. Never panic.
Yeah.
Never.
Just relax and do the business.
No, you cannot be relaxed for sure, but no need to be panicked. You just need to be focused. So if
What is
problem,
your goal?
yeah, if problem exists, okay, we need to be focused to solve it. That's it.
Yeah. What is your process in launching campaigns in locally and scaling globally?
Oh, that's funny. We're working in a business where
Does you
two
get a
words.
lot of
Yeah.
places as well?
Where are two words like startup and investor sounds very, very often, almost every day. No, almost every hour we hear that somewhere in our ecosystems. But I never did nothing in our company or group of companies because we have different businesses. We don't have any third parties, any third party investor, nothing. Everything in our own hands. Why it goes like that? Because as you asking what you do when you're building the companies, first of all, I'm thinking how we will sell the solution that the project is doing. It can be goods, it can be services, doesn't matter. First idea that and first part that start the learning process and planning process in my head is the idea, okay, how we gonna sell that? And if I see that it can be sold without crazy investments behind, why you need investors for that? This question I can ask for 90% of companies in a Web3. I'm not very friendly on that because when I see the 90% of the startups, 90% of the companies, I feel that they don't need this money. They don't need these investments. They don't need this process, these tokens. I'm very, unfriendly on that. And always when we have something, to speak with some companies which asking to our assistance or our help, before these calls or meetings happens, I'm looking at their projects and I was like,
is it a yes or a no?
You don't need that. You don't need that. Like, why are we doing this? Why we have this call even? But my team was like, David,
you're a marketing. You have to do something on it.
Yeah, this is the way how you guys making money. Like, we must assist for everyone who's asking for help if it's like matched to each other. Yeah, only me. And only me. And we maybe that will sound strange, but we're not a classic business. It doesn't matter Web 2 or Web 3. I know that, for example, Sal'Ad, this is like our company name, will never exist without me. Because I got some offers 3 times for equity investments in our company. Somebody wanted to buy us to make it as a pocket marketing company for the holding of businesses, for the multi-group companies. We deny it by different reasons, but I know that this is anyway my own orchestra. We have about like 50 people, but they all working under like my movements, and this is my exo power, And the reason, because when you're building these companies, when you're choosing the customers, this is very important to play on the few different angles and play very well. Reputation.
Of course.
You never know who you're working with. Yeah, because imagine, like, just compare me with the sales manager, even if it's the best sales manager in the world, right? Okay, somebody calling us and saying, hey guys, we wanted to make $500,000 QL campaign. What will be the motivation of sales manager? Commission, like that. Yeah, I'll make a crazy money.
The back of your head, like commission.
Sure, I'll make a crazy money on that. He will not care about nothing else.
Well, affiliate marketing plays a huge role,
Yeah,
of course, in your strategy, right?
yeah.
Yes. Why does it work so well in crypto?
Because we have a very big lack of education still.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's go outside and ask everyone,
What is?
have you ever heard about Bitcoin? 99% tell you yes. You'll ask something the same
Crypto is a
about.
scam.
Not really. Not many people think like that. But it is something like the crypto has awareness now. No, it's hard to say when we're living in Dubai, but something like a Lamborghini
Yeah.
or Ferrari or Rolls Royce. Everyone knows it,
Yes.
but is everyone had a seat inside?
Mm-hmm.
That's a difference. Maybe saw it on the streets. But have you been inside of the Rolls Royce or something? That's the awareness level of crypto right now. Everyone knows, but absolutely no one has had idea how to use it, and it's still small community, and it plays on a very simple marketing here. Everyone want to have more money,
Of course.
increase the
That's
incomes.
the number one, I would say.
Yeah, make it fast.
Uh-huh.
And don't spend too much time. So when you come first to crypto, I guess for the many cases you've been invited by someone. So okay, if you've been invited by someone, you tried something in crypto, you failed several times, you invested in meme coins, invested in some altcoins, invested in some startups.
Have you invested in meme coin?
Me?
Yeah.
Tons. I do trading, I do investing, I do daily trading, scalping. I do everything. I test everything what I see, and I know tons of fails, tons of wins was in my life. It's crazy, but when you did so many things like that, and you see something, with a really good potential, you're sharing that idea, and many people understand that okay, sharing also can be monetized. And they joining these affiliate programs, they inviting each other, and that's really one of the very good driving factors for the growth of the market right now. But the very small important note I wanted to put here, we are so close to the line where affiliation can be messed with MLM.
Yeah.
When crypto become MLM market,
It's true.
that will be a problem. Because it's already in so many projects. I see MLM structures, not affiliate
Would
structures
you consider
anymore.
MLM as scammers?
Mostly,
Mostly.
because here it's a big problem because most of the projects I saw and most of the projects I worked with, I see that they have an insane audience around. Like,
A lot big.
let's compare just a classic startup with all the biggest names, like all this Binance, Bybit, Super VCs, Pantera, Sequoia, they all backed this project. And when we look at the community around, we see that they raised, I don't know, $60 million. They have 40 to 50,000 people supporting them and maybe 10,000 token holders. They have a huge technology, very recognized, team, blah, 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 blah. And then we're coming from MLM.
Yeah.
Not detailed tokenomics, something like a white paper.
Yeah.
500,000 audience, 300 million raised, zero VCs, zero investors from the crypto world, super big
people.
events, listing on some small tier 3 exchanges, but crazy money around. And most of those investors so far away from crypto market. They don't even understand how it works. And somebody from the top telling them, open this app, press this button, make this, make that. They don't even care because they follow it by the idea that they want to make more money. They don't care about crypto. They don't care about technology. They united by this MLM community. And we are very thin line to this season. And I really believe that it will not start it, because if it will, market will go for huge degradation for a long time.
Yes. As a founder, what is the one thing that helps companies survive in tough times?
Sales
Mhm.
and team.
The team.
Yeah.
For sure, the team.
Yeah, because sales is the essential part of every business on the world. Like it's everything starts from the selling. Like,
What is the
anyway,
key ingredient?
it's understanding of marketing. Like, I'm often saying that, but what's the definition of marketing? What's the meaning? Can somebody say, like, what is marketing? It has absolutely exact meaning, which sounds like you have found a solution of exact problem, exact group of people, in exact moment of time. That's the marketing.
Do you think regulation will kill innovation or clean out bad actors?
It's a dangerous topic.
Let's talk about that.
I'll say it very accurately. I think to not cross the line. When innovation become very successful, it's time for another business
Of course.
that comes with regulation.
Yes.
Because innovation is a business and regulation is also a business. I'm very accurately saying that. So when innovation becomes a very, very, very good and successful,
And successful.
yeah, regulation must be a part of it. And anyway, it's the deal between regulators and innovators. Here, just the game of power. Bitcoin is a very, very, very bright case of that. It's I guess, one and only case in the world where innovation become stronger than regulation.
Well, every industry hits this phase eventually, Well, what trends in Web3 marketing and growth right now excites you most?
The market is so quiet right now, and it's good. What we can say, like, everything goes with the cycles, right? Let's see cycles for the last 8 years. I'll try to explain them fast. Okay, we have seasons of 17 to 18. It's ICO. Up, down, crazy.
Are we in a bear market right now?
We're very close to. But it will not be dramatic as before.
Yeah.
Because the last bull run was not a shine crazy as before.
Yes.
So the beer market will not be dramatic or panic or tragic as before. So it will be easier. But what happened in the past seasons, 17, 18, it's ICO. 19, 20 was something very close to what we see right now. So the season of and it cycles, it's just repeating, because the season of 21 to 23 was something close to 17, 18.
18, it's true.
Maybe we see different numbers, but the hype and growth was the same. So what will happen next?
What will happen next?
Let's look back for the previous cycles. What happened? The biggest idea, what happened in 2021 season? It was DeFi. DeFi appeared from nowhere. People, what I still remember hard, like 17, 18, 19, no one used USDT.
Yes.
BTC, Ethereum, maybe some other assets, no one needs USDT.
How much do you think Bitcoin will be on 2026 this year?
Have no idea, but my not a financial advice, as we always say.
Financial advice?
I hope that we will see a all-time high.
How much?
Below 150 or around 150, somewhere there.
This year.
Yeah, I guess. And after that, right after that, bear market starts. I think maybe I can be wrong, but my strategy, when people asking me, what's your strategy, David? I'm saying the only one, buy Bitcoin. Nothing else. Buy always.
Buy always.
Yeah, you have
Not
today.
financial advice.
Not the financial advice.
From the
Have
founder.
$50, more BTC. Like, just keep it more, and that's enough.
So how much did you buy the Bitcoin?
Less than the BTC price, you mean?
Yeah.
It was less than 1,000. It was about $700 to $800 per one.
Mhm. And now it is 90,000 plus.
Yeah. If now audience look at like, oh, that's the guy
Sitting on Bitcoin.
who bought a tons of bitcoins and now he's the multi-trillionaire. No.
I always ask this to the people that I had an interview with, because we were talking about Bitcoin, we were talking about a lot of things. Bitcoin. How many Bitcoins do you have? Well, nobody answers that question though.
For sure, and no one will because people want to leave, and by some reasons.
Like, excuse me?
Yeah.
No way I'm not gonna answer that question.
No, I can say that. I can say different about that. Yeah, for sure, no one will say how many bitcoins it will be, but most of the people feeling strange when you're telling them that in 2017 or 2018 it was normal to have 500 BTC, 1000 BTC because it was nothing. Like 100 BTC was less than $100,000. So it was not a crazy amount of funds, and but most of the people sure that you're still holding that.
Yes.
No one holds
Do you
that.
sell?
Absolutely. Like it was a hard times. It was bear market, and what people saying, the very smart guy, I forgot his name. He said a very nice thing. If you see that some asset that you invested in grows to 60, 70% and more, and you're not selling it, it has two reasons. The first one, you have problem with your head. You need to go to therapist. And the second one, that you know something for 100%, for 200% you're sure in something. So that can be the only way. And right now, everyone understands the value of Bitcoin.
Yes.
And not selling that. And I'm pretty sure that there are some people in the earth, and maybe many people, which hold still from 2017. But I can tell you the insight how to make yourself safe from selling any Bitcoin in future. Just start to mine it.
Yeah.
When you start mining, you don't need to sell it anymore because okay, today price 90, yesterday 100, 3 days ago 80,000, 5 days after 150. You don't care because every day with a small portion, you're getting more Bitcoin. You don't need to sell it anymore. And that's changing the mindset for sure.
So guys, start to mine Bitcoin and don't sell it. Just keep on buying it, whatever the price is. Not a financial advice or never found the right year.
Never.
And before we end this show, I want to make it, let's make it a little bit fun. Let's do fast talk.
Okay.
Okay. Racing or marketing, which one is riskier?
Racing.
Speed or strategy?
Strategy.
One mistake that taught you everything.
Super high speed without strategy.
Bull market or bear market?
Bull market.
One metric you always watch.
Engagement.
One marketing move you'd never do again.
SEO.
SEO.
Too slow business. Very slow business. So hard for me.
Now complete the sentence. The future of Web3 marketing is blank.
The future of Web3 marketing is influencers.
Influences. Thank you so much. And that's a strong way to wrap it up. Do you have anything to promote or something?
Yep, I guess we can share some plans that we have for this year and next decade. I guess this is the first time when we're announcing our plans for the audience in the beginning of the year. Yeah, but for this year we have some goals. Yeah, we plan to become a big media brand from racing side because we are one of a kind crypto racing team. Come on, we want to become recognized in Web3 ecosystem, that in the fact that we exist at least. The second thing, we want to change our branding name from marketing agency to the venture studio fully. We want to avoid that because, as we explained it, you don't want it to be an agency anymore. And the third thing, I guess we will publicly open our portfolio of the companies we built, investments we made for all these years, which never been in public before. It was partly like informative. We informed the audience about it, but never shown that. Like, this is the company we built, this is the business we invested. So we want to open our portfolio and make more movements to say that we are part of global Web3 ecosystem, not just marketing guys.
Not just marketing guys. Well, that's a big announcement it's an exclusive announcement for Web3.
Partly, yeah.
David, thank you so much for joining us on the FOMO podcast. This episode wasn't about hype, it was about speed, execution, and survival. To everyone watching, stay sharp, stay curious, and stay fearless. This is me, Krista Simmons, only at FOMO Podcast. See you again next week. Thank you.
Thank you, yeah.